are the managing director of Yokohama. Thank you so very much.
สวัสดีครับ
Yeah,
ขอบคุณครับ
Swadikap. Thank you so very much for giving me an opportunity to come and ask you. Now, I wanted to ask you a few questions, but first I wanted to get to know you a little bit more.
Yes.
So, how long have you been in Thailand?
I stayed in Thailand 2.5 years.
2.5 years. How do you like it here?
I like very much. I like Thailand very much.
You like Thailand very much.
Yes,
That's
because at here we can see many car mania or modified car or
Yeah.
retro car or
The regulations
So
are
detailed.
different, and then there's
Yes.
so many different aspects of the car modifying in Thailand here. So tell me about yourself. I mean, like, when did you realize that you loved cars, or when did you start liking cars?
When I was 3 years old,
When you were 3 years
yes,
old. Wow.
my parents give me one pedal car.
Okay.
After
a little
that,
bike, right? A bike car, the one with the pedal, and then like.
Racing car, like racing car.
Yes, and then
pedal car,
you
yes.
like that. So that is when you knew that you wanted to be around cars.
Yes,
And that you
yes.
did the racing cars.
Yes.
Now, wow. And you grew up in Japan, obviously. You grew up in Japan. How is the racing scene like in Japan? Like, how do they? How do the people like? They grow up a lot of race cars, people modifying cars. I mean, like, how was it growing up with you? I mean, a lot of competition or?
Motorsports in Japan
Yes.
became more popular and more popular in 1990s.
1990s, yeah.
Yes.
When everybody was talking about the strongest car, back in the 90s, always the good cars that were
Yes.
very, very strong. Now, your parents, did they support, you? Did they want you to, you wanted to be in the racing, or you wanted to be around cars? Is that they okay with that?
My parents?
Yes, your parents, were they?
My parents against my racing. So I started newspaperman when I was high school student.
Okay.
And I was paying my school fee and save money for buying racing car. Yes.
Okay. So you basically worked.
Yes.
And then you found a job, and then you because you love the racing car,
Yes.
you decided to use your money and build your race car. Do you remember the first race car that you built? Which one do you love the most? The one that you built? The race car that did you modify it or did you buy it? The car?
Firstly, my boss of part-time job gave me a car.
Oh, they gave you the car.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the Corolla van.
Okay.
Corolla van.
The van.
Yes.
The van. Okay. The
Yes.
Corolla van, right?
But at that time, Corolla van is rear-wheel drive.
Okay.
So I enjoyed very much some sliding.
Okay, so you would slide. You would slide out like that if you. So you like to drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to drift. You like to slide and like that. Okay. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about this. I wanted to ask you the importance of the tire. You said that it drift and it slide, right?
Yes.
So that means that the tire is very important.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the difference between the house car, the regular car that we drive, and their tires, and then the race car?
Yes.
What is the difference?
Street tire take balance among various performance.
Oh, okay.
For example, ride comfort or noise or wet brake or fuel assumption or something.
Yes.
Many performance street tire is taking balance.
Okay.
But racing tire focus on only lap time or speed.
Ah,
Like this.
so basically, when we talk about the street tire, we are talking about performance. We're talking about fuel economy.
Yes.
We're talking about comfort.
Yes,
Right. We're
yes,
talking
yes.
about wet and dry.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And we're talking about like wear and tear, etc. Right. We're talking about that. But when we talk about the street, the race car, we're talking about speed.
Speed, yes.
Performance
Yes.
only.
Yes.
So what makes the race car? What makes it faster? Why is it speed more than the street car?
Racing tire has more softer compound,
Okay.
tread compound like this,
Okay.
and broader contact patch
Yeah.
between tire and road surface.
Yeah.
So most extreme sample is slick tire.
Okay.
They have no groove.
Yeah. For the like those. are like the-
Maximize contact patch.
Oh
Yes.
wow. So like for like the Jim Sana or like for the like the smaller drifting like that for the slick tires.
Yes.
Okay. So it's good now that I know about. I didn't know that the tires, have different purpose. You know, what I mean, the race cars drive like that. Now, would you say that? Let's talk about the kids now. Our audience, right, is the kids ages anywhere from 15 to 30 years old. Okay, and then most of them love cars. You know, that look at our magazine. They love cars, and then they want to race. You know what I mean? They have the posters on the wall. They have the Yokohama poster on the wall. They have the Toyota poster on the wall. They have the pretty girl poster on the wall. Everything that is about the race car, they have in their room.
Yeah.
You know, and then they go and then they modify their car. You know what I mean? To be almost the same in their imagination. You know what I mean? To a race car. So. What would you, if they wanted to race and if they wanted to come into the circle, the racing, what would they have to do in your opinion?
I'd like to say those kind of people that please enjoy motorsports by own way.
Yeah.
By own way. Depends on their situation.
Okay.
If someone have big money, he can challenge
Yeah, he could challenge.
expensive racing car or something.
Yeah.
If don't have so much money, you can enjoy racing car or something.
The thing is, there's a lot of kids out there. They don't have a lot of money. You know, we like me for myself. I grew up in San Diego. I grew up in California, and I didn't grow up rich. I grew up, you know what I mean. I had to learn, everything, and I didn't have much, but I loved cars.
Yes.
You see, I went out and then I went and learned the engine. I learned everything about it, and, tuned it, and then it started like, you know what I mean, doing a little here and a little there. But I think about myself as a past. If I had a mentor or someone like you that I saw can tell me, you know what I mean, where to go, I think that my life would have been easier. So, what would your advice be to them? Because these younger kids now, they're different. They're not the same as your generation. They're not the same as my generation. They're very different. And then, the way that they want things and they like things are very different. So, sometimes when we talk to them, we have to talk to them as an adult, like an adult to a kid. They're like, okay, this is what you should do. So what would you tell them?
If someone would like to enjoy motorsports for long time, I'd like to say, please enjoy as a hobby.
Enjoy as a hobby.
Yes.
Because it's a very different world, very difficult world, like that. Okay, well, Mr. Inoue, thank you so very much for giving me the opportunity to
no.
talk to you. You know, because I feel that all the knowledge that we can give to the younger people is very important.
Yes,
And then they need to know your point of view. Because you are here.
Yes.
And then you looking at the world from up here. You know what I mean? If they can see that and if they can learn from you, they should learn from you. See, so me at UnME Digital Magazine and We Motorsports, I'd like to thank you personally.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
On the other hand, if we find someone want to become professional driver, let's support each other
Right.
together.
That is correct.
Okay.
We work together. โอเค ขอบคุณมากเลยครับ
ขอบคุณมากครับ
อาริกาโตโกไซมัส
ありがとう
Thank
Thank
you.
you